video, what I'm basically going to be doing is prepping my submission stuff, like my cover letter, my pitch, my synopsis, which, oh my god, like, I haven't even started it yet and it's like killing me already. So I've got myself a folder which I've had for ages, I've just never used it, and I've basically just printed out some stuff to make it look pretty. So it's a bit blurry, but I mean, it'll do. We're going to cut this out and stick it on the front. I didn't think about how wide it is, so I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to fit. I think I might have to just do it slanted. I'm thinking we'll do something like that. Okay, it looks, I don't like this, I don't like the washi tape. No. I need glue, but I don't have glue. So what am I supposed to do when I don't have glue? I don't know, Laura. Maybe you should have thought that through. I found glue, so there's that. So Juliet Mushins, who is a literary agent over here in the UK, has a blog on her website, Mushins Entertainment, and there is some really helpful information on her blog about how to write the synopsis, how to write the cover letter, which I have printed out. So some of the guidelines that they've shared for perfecting your synopsis. They're told in present tense, in a third person omniscient voice. They should give away the twist at the end, so it should be, he keeps her captive but ultimately she escapes, killing him, rather than, he keeps her captive but will she escape. They should focus on the main narrative arc of the novel. You don't need to reference every subplot in the text, just the main plot, with brief mentions of key subplots. Focus on the main protagonist and mention any other key characters, but don't include a full cast list. It should be told in a fairly neutral language. It isn't a sales document. Okay, so I have started to write my synopsis. I have 378 words of absolute dog shit. Like, my sentences are too long, too descriptive, they don't need to be. I am very aware that this is a technical document, not a sales pitch. Like, I don't need to be selling the book in the synopsis, but boy, how does one not sell the book? How does one, you know, write a sentence and not puff it up a little bit? Do you know what I mean? So the first paragraph of my synopsis that I've just written, that obviously needs a lot of work but is a start at least. I'm gonna read it now because I don't know what else to do. Funeral consultant Amoret Foley has always found her job hard, but when Mr. Hickens helps write the eulogy for his wife, who was like a grandmother to Amoret, she almost breaks her biggest rule: never cry on the job. After listening to Mr. Hickens talk about his wife in the present tense as if she were still alive, Amoret rushes to her car and drops her notebook in a puddle. That's when Taishin Callow, her best friend and the man she's crushed on since 16, jumps into the passenger seat to check on her. A sweetly infuriating gesture because she has plans to pick up his birthday cake from her sister-in-law's bakery, which is for his surprise party. So I do feel like that has done a few things. I mean, it's introduced my main character and it's told us what her job is, and it's told us that she's struggling emotionally with the job and that she is desperate for something to change. I feel like, I mean, you might have read that completely differently, but that's what I hope that I've put into it, do you know what I mean? And it's also introduced the love interest, and it's also introduced another main character, Mr. Hickens, and it's set up, I don't know what it's set up. What is it set up, really? I don't know. Oh God. I don't know, I feel like I'm talking out my ass because I don't actually know what it has set up other than complete misery for me because I've got to rewrite it. The past couple of days I have been adding maybe a sentence or a paragraph or two to the synopsis and then leaving it and then going back and tweaking things and adding things, and I'm finding it really hard to write the synopsis, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm either writing a sentence with too much information and too much detail, or I'm writing a sentence that is so bare that there is not enough. I'm finding it hard to discover the middle ground. I have something really important going on today and I'm really nervous. It's in 2 hours, so like normal I am sat here ready 2 hours early. Like, it's now Wednesday the 27th of October and this video, I plan to have this video just be like a week and just spend a week like with 100% focus on working on my cover letter and my synopsis. However, from my past vlogs, you should have saw this coming. I can't put 100% focus to something. It just doesn't work. I need like 10% here, 0% for a while, then like 10%, maybe 30 the next day. It's just all a bit spread out, a bit uneven, a bit stressful. But I do have quite a good excuse because I've got a new job. I've got a new job. I had an interview on Monday, the second stage interview today, and then 10 minutes after my interview my phone rings and they're like, oh, you got the job. Like, my belly is like full of nerves because I've been at this job for like almost 5 years, so to change that and to leave that like is honestly like gonna make me feel sick when I realise it's actually happening. So it's gonna be a massive change and I'm literally so overwhelmed that like when I think about it I almost like have compulsive diarrhea, but it's fine. Anyway, the other day I went to HomeSense. I didn't buy Pringles, but I bought an autumnal fro. Look at that fro. This is like the cutest thing I've ever bought. I love that. I would love to share with you my synopsis and like what I'm writing, but at the same time, if I do that, I'm going to be spoiling my whole story. So obviously in the synopsis, I've revealed one of the big plot points, and then after that, I've written this sentence, which I think I can share because it doesn't really spoil too much. The sentence goes, so big plot point, full stop. Amorette is hit with a selfish disappointment that makes her discover the true desire of the trip, to find a family without grief or pain and sink herself into their happiness. So I'm going to try and write some more of the synopsis and then hopefully see if I can find like a sentence that's not too revealing so that I can share it with you, because this vlog's very much like I'm working on this but I can't really say much about it because it's all spoilers. So it's currently Halloween and I've just been for a hot chocolate with a friend. We met up, went to the M&S cafe, had a little hot chocolate, a little catch up, really nice. And I've just been to Asda and bought some chocolates for myself because one, it's Halloween, you need to have some chocolate or some sweets. And second of all, this synopsis is stressing me out. I have one, like I have finished. I have a synopsis and I have a cover letter that if I had to submit tomorrow, because say my dream agent had reached out to me and said, listen, if you want me, you have to send me a submission right now, I would have something to send, albeit like it's not perfect because it's just not. But whilst it's not perfect, I'm really glad that I have something on the page, because a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I had absolutely nothing on the page for the synopsis and it was so scary. Obviously NaNoWriMo starts tomorrow. I finished my current job on Friday and then I start my new job on the 8th of November. And in my current job now, where I'm at, I had quite a lot of time off booked for November, specifically for NaNoWriMo. I knew that I wanted time off to give myself like a really good chance of hitting 50,000 words. However, with this new job, I don't have that time off, so I will be working obviously full time in November. So my plan has gone out the window really, but it is what it is. It's the last day in October. I have a synopsis, so my plan is to just let myself have a little bit of fun in November, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a stressful month anyway, aside for NaNoWriMo, because I've got a new job. So it's going to be really overwhelming, really, really nerve-wracking. So I need to let myself have a bit of slack and just let myself have fun. I mean, I just went to turn the engine on. My keys weren't even in. It says a lot. Yeah, my plan is get home, put a Halloween movie on, try and do some more work on my synopsis, but I think for now it's the best I can get it without having someone else's eyes on it. And then I might just have fun and write on Make It Real, because I'm really excited about that story. It's so cute. It really is. It really is cute. Okay, so it's a little bit later now. It's 7:30 in the evening, but it feels like 11 p.m. It's so dark and it's so gloomy. Proper Halloween vibes. Basically, I came home and I tried to do some more on my synopsis, but I didn't really end up tweaking much because, like I said in the car, I'm not really sure what else I can do without having someone else's opinion on it. So I'm gonna leave it alone as it is. So without showing you like too much, I have my cover letter there. So my synopsis is about 1.5 pages at the minute. I don't know whether I need to add or to take away from that. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm so unsure, but I have something. Like, I'm so proud that I've actually been able to get something down. So I've already noticed a spelling mistake, but it is what it is. I can't do any more on this right now because my head will explode. So I need to put this synopsis and the cover letter down and just look forward to November, look forward to NaNoWriMo, and that I can use this month to be inspired by a new story. And then once November's over, hopefully I will have more feedback on Project Ring, and then I'll be able to dive into the edits on the feedback and then do the edit on the synopsis. So I will share all the links down below to all the websites that I found really helpful, that have honestly helped me write that synopsis, because without those websites that I found, I would have really struggled. And there was also like a Twitter thread that I found from an author who shared some advice about writing a synopsis, and she had a link to a website, and that website was probably the most helpful because it literally had like a step-by-step on how to use the story structure to help you write the synopsis, and that was probably the most helpful thing that I found. So I will definitely link that down below. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully very soon.